Hey guys, welcome back and thank you for checking out the video again. I'm going to be taking another question from Reddit. This person's question is, which property type do you think will see the greatest value increase in the next 5 years? Simple answer, office, office, office. There's going to be an inflection point. So I'll give you my genuine thought. Of course, I don't have a crystal ball. And if my crystal ball was great, I wouldn't be here sitting here. I'd be a billionaire, right? So take it with a grain of salt. In my perspective, I have done a lot of asset classes. I mean, I've been very fortunate to do office, multifamily, industrial, light manufacturing, hotels, which is hospitality, and alternatives like RV parks and manufactured homes. So like I've been fortunate on my journey, but right now office is so hated, right? So you really have to think about a contrarian theory. So let's use San Francisco. You have to really think about it. If all the news are negative on San Francisco office or office is leading, right? The price of those properties should come down significantly. Unlike single family home, commercial assets are traded based on how much revenue is generated on that four walls and a roof, regardless if it's a 60-story building or 2-story building. So it's a fair play. So when the market's really hated, there's more risk. Therefore, there's going to be a decompression of cap rates. San Francisco, New York, LA usually have the strongest cap rate, and people will say, well, it's so expensive. So now, because of the risk, it has to decompress alongside with other factors such as interest rates and illiquidity factors from the lender's perspective. So I think if you really look at certain asset classes in certain metropolitan areas where the price comes back down in the next 5 years, assuming that the politicians, a lot of the legislation changes that creates a good environment, may have the best increase. On the other hand, it's going to be multifamily and industrial is where everyone's really going to be focusing on. They see it as a durable asset class. Why multifamily? Because we're, not only in California and New York, around the country, there is a shortage of homes or residentials, right? So multifamily can do well because they will be strong, but increased value, I mean, that's a loaded question, right? So I think just like even investment in stocks, right? If you bought Tesla at $14 back in, 2011 or so, I think, 7, 12, 14, why does it matter? It's going to go up, right? If the stock splits or not. So it's always going to be your entry point. So make sure your bases are sound to mitigate your risk to return profile. So in a general bucket, I think if you get the office properly, if it's suburban markets, office market, or Class B, you may outpace it in 5 years. To be a safe play, I think multifamily or industrial will do fine. But don't expect multifamily and industrial to outsize return on more distressed assets such as office asset class. Also, I think you mentioned hospitality. It's a great asset class. But hospitality is a little bit challenging because it's more of a business than a real estate play. Because you can have a hospitality ran by JW Marriott versus, I don't know, Joe Smith is in. It's going to be different. So I think it's more business driven. So if you're in the hospitality industry, you may do well. But from a real estate investors, you're really looking at multiple, food groups, which is retail, multifamily, industrial, and office. And I'm going to say office next 5 years. If you found this content helpful, please subscribe, like, and add comments. Thank you.